this gets really overwhelming. Hey there, it's Devin Lee from Discover Space Organizing. After a few really busy months, a few weeks of traveling, and a roommate switch, my entire house was a little bit of a mess. My first goal was to tackle the kitchen, which is also one of my favorite spaces to organize. But before I begin this video, I wanted to mention a few variables I'm working with while I organize the communal spaces in my house. 1, I am working with a budget of $0. The second variable is that I live with 3 other people, my partner and my 2 roommates. I'm very lucky in that my roommates are amazing. Not just because they're okay with me reorganizing the house all the time, but I had to think of them when I was reorganizing these communal spaces. I can't just make all of the systems what work best for me. There was even one time when I was reorganizing the house where halfway through I realized that I was reorganizing all the spaces accustomed to my height. I'm 5'10" and I'm tall for a woman, so I need to think about the other people in my house. Also, we have guests a lot, so I wanted the spaces to be really obvious how they're meant to be used. The third variable is time. When I'm working with a client, I usually work in a session of about 3 hours, and so we do a little bit at a time. But I wanted to get this all done within a few days so that we could have our kitchen back, and also I have the stamina to just organize for 10 hours straight. So I did it all at once. Therefore, it's important to note that the method that I'm using to reorganize my kitchen is not something that I would recommend for someone who's new to organizing or something that I would do with my client. You'll see what I mean once the video starts. It can be really overwhelming to organize your kitchen the way that I'm choosing to reorganize my kitchen. All right, let's begin. This is the clutter. Okay, so it's not the worst, but it's not something that I prefer to live with. Before beginning, I washed all of the dishes and put them all away. After I put all my dishes away, I took everything out of every single cabinet. Yes, I mean everything. This is what I meant when I said this is not how I would organize with a client. Most people cannot handle taking their entire kitchen apart, nor do they have the time to do it. But I made the time. I use this as an opportunity to do a quick wipe down of all the cabinets, because how often do you take everything out of every cabinet? Hopefully not that often. Okay, are you ready to see the piles? Take a deep breath. Once we get past this really hard part, it starts to feel good again, don't worry. Begin sorting and purging, etc. Once I had like items in a pile, I thought about, okay, what does everyone in my house actually use? What do we need? What do we not like? What is broken? What do we have 2 of? And of course, I went and threw away everything that's expired. Also important, take a break when you need it. Stay hydrated, drink some tea, eat a snack, read a book, spend some time with your animals, go for a walk. Okay, back in action. This is where the bins and baskets come in. Take like with like and fit them into the basket that makes the most sense. Don't buy bins or baskets until after you've done the purge and you know what you need. Labeling is not for everybody, but if you live with multiple people, if you run an Airbnb, if you have guests over a lot, having labels around will encourage people to follow the systems you put in place, to put things back where they go. They're really helpful. And also, I'm sorry, they look really cute. Everything back. This part requires trial and error. You need to move things around a few times to see how you like it before you decide where you want everything to go. And also, it's gonna take a little while to get used to your new systems. You're gonna open the wrong drawer looking for your silverware. If you're curious to see how my kitchen turns out, you are going to have to wait until next week when I do a kitchen tour. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.